Hello biology, and today I'm going to talk about your output page. Sorry, I zoomed in a little bit too much there. So we've learned previously that animals can exist on different trophic levels. Now we've learned that autotrophs are things that can photosynthesize, so they can make their own energy from the sun. Examples would be plants, algae, and some bacteria. So in my example, I have grass as my producer. We commonly call them the producer because they produce their own energy via the sun or solar energy. Everything else, so the vulture, lion, shrew, and grasshopper, these would all be examples of heterotrophs. These have to get energy from others. Now there's different types of heterotrophs that we learned about, the carnivore, herbivore, omnivore, scavenger, and decomposer/detrivore. So this output page is to go over different types of heterotrophs. So one step up from the grass is going to be the grasshopper. This is what we're going to call the primary consumer because it is first in line after the grass. The shrew would be the secondary consumer because it eats the grasshopper. So it is 2 steps away from the producer, hence why it's called the secondary consumer. The lion is 1, 2, 3 steps away from the grass, so that's what we call a tertiary consumer. And in this case, it would be a carnivore. And then finally, we have a vulture up at the top, and we call that a quaternary consumer. That would be a scavenger, because it's going to go around and it's going to pick at anything that's dead. Okay? And the vulture would be 1, 2, 3, 4 steps away from the grass. So depending on how many steps away an organism is from the producer, that's going to determine its trophic level. And then the different labels, so carnivore, omnivore, herbivore, are going to depend on what that animal eats. Primary consumers are often herbivores, not always, but most of the time they are. And the producer will always be at the bottom of your food chain, okay? Because they're the ones that get all the energy. They're the ones that can make their own food. Everything else is a consumer because it has to consume something else to get its energy. It cannot make energy on its own. The word autotroph and producer are interchangeable. So you might hear these referred to as producers or autotrophs. Just know that they mean the same thing. Heterotrophs and consumers also mean the same thing. Okay. If you have any questions about your output page, please let me or Mrs. Pewfall know, and have a good day.